Oh, wow. I was just going to say, is it going to let me on here right away, or is it going to give me the spins? And it did it. It let us on right away. What's going on, guys? I got some old school up front tonight. We're going old school tonight. Oh, this guy's out of the picture. All ERTL, all racing champion ERTL. That's why the old Eleanor is there, because I've got Shelby Collectibles Eleanor. Just pausing myself. Okay, I'll get caught up on the comments, guys, and then we'll get into it. We'll get ready to go here. Hey, Two Black Labs. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Nothing Stock is back. Hey, my friend. And Two Black Labs, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video. The owner of Bounty Hunter Toys, as you've seen in the video, I've been going there for a long, long time. Like, before I was driving, I used to walk over to his store on Ottawa Street. And yeah, he follows me, and he messaged me the other day and said, hey, I thought I'd let you know I have all this coming in. And he sent me pictures, and I was like, holy crap. And he said, yeah, come do a video. You know, I don't mind if you do a video. So I said, okay, I'll come in. Let me know when it's set up. So a few days later, he called me and said, it's all set up. And it works out good for both of us, because it gives me something to check out, show you guys, and it puts the word out about him, because I would never have thought that he had all that in there. Kevin Killjoy, hello, my friend. Max, hello, my friend. Hemi Nate, hello. Scott Worsley, hello, my friend. Patrick, hello. Craig Jones is in the house again. Scott, I got to give you a thank you about something, Scott. Okay, so we have both Scotts in here. We have Scott Worsley and Scott from Kijiji. I know the difference from both of them now. The reason I'm saying Scott from Kijiji is the other Scott has the 1 of 12 scale Eleanor that's on Kijiji. I need to give a thank you to that Scott. And it's going to show you what a direct impact people make by helping each other. So Scott sent me a link to a Bertby cabinet. You know, my cabinets here, people, I guess, are asking big bucks for these nowadays, but you could get them cheap still. You could still find them cheap. I have $100 into both of mine, like total, okay? So yeah, don't pay a lot for those, but he sent me an ad for a Bertby that was local, that was a very good deal, okay? I didn't get the Bertby, but I sent it to a local friend who probably might even be in here tonight watching. I sent it to a local friend, and he went and got it for himself. And he's a collector that just started collecting this stuff in the last year. He's just getting his display set up. So it really helped them out. So when we're sharing links with each other and stuff like that, it does make an impact. Yeah, you helped out somebody you didn't even know until now that you helped them. But yeah, somebody that I know, one of us, went and got that Bertby cabinet. I think it was either 40 or 60 bucks. I can't remember what it was, but it was a good deal, and he's going to be getting more shelves cut for it, actually. Because you can get more shelves cut for them like what I did, so fit more cars. Okay, I think okay, yeah, there he is there. 1937 hearse is the one that Scott helped out with the link. He sent it to me, and then I forwarded it to other people that were local, and 1938 hearse, or 37 hearse is the one that went to grab it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video tonight. I'm a little tiny bit under the weather, like just missing a little bit of my energy, because they are weaning me off that medication, but that's a normal feeling. I just feel a little bit less energetic, and I feel very dumb, to be honest with you. So if I'm stumbling over my words or something like that, excuse me, please. Did anybody end up getting? I shared pictures and I did a reel. I ended up finding not stock photographs, real photographs online of the 1 of 18 scale, the brand new Gran Torino from the movie. Non-licensed, of course, done by IXO. Any of you guys get that? That looks really good to me. You can't open the hood on it. It's a sealed model, but it looks awesome in those pictures. And again, guys, those pictures that I shared are not stock photographs. They're not the prototype. They're actual photographs of the car that I found online. I think it looks great myself. And I think that it's going to be something that as soon as it's sold out, it's not going to be on the level of the Back to the Future truck, but the same idea. Like when it sells out, you know what's going to happen. But it happens with most of them. But I think these ones are a limited run as well. So yeah, I'm wondering, did any of you guys get it and what you think about it? Oh, there's Terrence. Hey, buddy. Terrence doesn't usually miss a live. We were just talking about, you might have ordered it actually yourself, Terrence. But the 1 of 18 scale Gran Torino, it looks good to me. Those sealed models, like they're resin, nothing opens, but darn, do some of them look good. That Cadillac, too, that was another one. Those pictures that I shared, it looks like stock photographs, but that's the actual car. And they're just getting so much detail out of that resin. It's a shame you can't open anything. But yeah, like the Back to the Future truck, I still stare at it. Oh, interesting fact, by the way, something that I discovered. It's really odd. So we recently did the unboxing of Glenn's big ass 1 of 12 scale Bullet Mustang by KK Scale. I thought they did a phenomenal job on it. Everything opens. The only thing I would take off of it is the chrome around the wheel wells. But other than that, it looks like the auto art. But they blew it up, okay? Everything on the 1 of 12 scale one opens. The 1 of 18 scale is sealed. Isn't that weird, eh, guys? The 1 of 18 scale, the smaller, less expensive one, is sealed. Yeah, very odd. I noticed that yesterday. I was just online looking at a bunch of stuff. I'm always online looking this stuff up, guys. And just the more knowledge, the better, right? And yeah, I came across that and I was like, wow, I did not realize that before. I wonder if everybody else realizes that. It's odd that they would make one opening and one not. Oh, the Bertby cabinets, you mean? Right here? You know what? Hold on 1 second, Scott. You're asking how deep. Now, those cabinets, for anybody wondering, they stopped making them, okay? It's a shame because they're the best cabinets for die-cast cars. They hang on your wall, okay? They don't take much footprint. Of course, they stopped making them, okay? But people love them so much that if you're skilled with your hands, you can actually make those cabinets. People have put exact plans on Google. Like, just Google it and you'll see forums with plans to make it. But it is, the depth of an IKEA Bertby cabinet is approximately 19 inches or 48 centimeters, if that helps you out. Some sources may also list it as slightly shallower, around 18.5 inches. But it holds most of my die-cast cars. I will tell you, it'll hold a Joyride Ecto one, but it won't hold the Hot Wheels one because the Hot Wheels one's actually full scale, and the Joyride Ertl one's a little bit bigger. So it's just a little bit too long to go in there. So the Ecto one doesn't fit in there. The 18 van, of course, doesn't fit in there. I think actually the 18 van will fit on the bottom shelf because of the height of it, but it doesn't fit any other shelf. Fall Guy truck doesn't fit in there. Obviously, Bigfoot doesn't fit in there. I think surprisingly, the family truckster fit in there, but it was touching on both ends. Like it just barely goes in there. But most cars I've encountered fit in there. And like I said, I love the cabinets. They're perfect. They don't take up much space at all. And between two cabinets, I can put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 22 cars in that little space right there, right? 22 of them, so that's pretty good. So I don't think any of us here did actually order that car, eh? Don't feel bad. I didn't get one either. I think we were all focused on Night Riders, stuff like that. We were distracted. Just check. Oh, you did order one. Scott ordered one. Okay. And it's supposed to ship next week. Well, the good thing is, Scott, that it's, I think that they, from the pictures anyway that I'm seeing, it looks great. And the experience I have with IXO is we unboxed, they were not cheap either. You know, Roxy and Rexy, our friend Dave H he ordered them from eBay and it was not cheap, but he loved them when he seen them. One of 18 scale Roxy and Rexy, the Porsches, they were by IXO. I unboxed them on the channel. Those are detailed out the wazoo, like little details that are so small, like I was scared to breathe on it, if you know what I mean. Like, they did a really good job on those. And judging by the pictures of the Torino, it looks like they did a good job on that. Roxy and Rexy was crazy, though. I was impressed with those. And I don't usually collect that type of car. I'm talking about the detailing put into them and everything. I was really impressed. So I think you'll be happy with those as well. Oh, love the setup. Glad that you like that setup. It's, yeah, I went old school tonight. A fact, actually, I'll tell you guys about this car here. I'm always trying to think of interesting facts to tell you guys. So this car here, I went with ERTL, okay, because ERTL's old school. I love ERTL, right? Of course, they made the Greenlight version, okay? I went with the one that is less screen accurate, and in my opinion, actually, and I'll tell you why. The ERTL, the Greenlight one, rather, the back of the car, the whole back of it is black. And if you look at the movie, I found still shots of the movie where the whole back of the car is black, and it's like a glaring big difference, right? Also, the Greenlight one, for some reason, this car here, but by Greenlight, guys, it's almost like an artisan where it's a limited edition, extremely hard to get for some reason. I had a friend, Patrick, that he's on my Facebook. I met him through my YouTube videos. He was one of the guys that messaged me just like I did when I started out. He said, "What's the best version of this? And he was ordering them as I was telling him, right? Like, he built up a collection based on about 6-7 cars I was telling him. And one of them was this, and we both looked into which one was the more accurate one, and we came up with Greenlight. That Greenlight beat this, okay? And yeah, he tried to buy the Greenlight and could not find it. I think he did end up finding it, but it wasn't cheap. But he's the type that he needs to have the best of the best of the best. You know what I mean? So he was willing to spend the money on it. Glenn has the Greenlight version of this upstairs, actually. I don't know if it's... You know what? Hold on, guys. Give me 2 minutes. You'll look at the blank screen with my cars. I'm going to see if his is handy, okay? If it's handy, I'm going to grab it. 1 second. I just don't like talking about it and not showing you guys. Glenn, I'm just looking for your one car up here quick. Oh, it's in your Mustang cabinet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I think you remember, Glenn, that you got the rear more accurate. That is hard to get, that one. Okay, okay, it's in your Mustang cabinet, you said?
Yeah, TV unit, right beside the TV.
Oh, it's in the TV unit.
Yeah, and it should be the...
I see it, I think. Yeah, I see it. Okay. See right there, guys. Okay. Okay, turn off the light. Sorry guys, just gotta secure the museum. Okay. So you guys might not expect this, okay? You guys might be surprised about this. Because it's not the Eleanor most of us love, it's the earlier one, right? If you guys try to find this car on Marketplace right now, Kijiji, whatever, you're going to say, holy crap, that is hard to find. It's not an Artisan, but I do notice, like Artisan, it does say limited edition on the box, okay? That is extremely hard to get. I'm not kidding. And it's Greenlight, but it was completely unexpected. Like I said, my friend Patrick was looking for this. And I said, that should be no problem to find, you know what I mean? And neither of us could believe it. And it's because of that limited edition. I'm going to have a look and see. I don't remember if it's got a number on it or not. Yeah, to get one of these, because of the scarcity, it was not... Glenn didn't pay a lot, I don't think, but I'm just saying on the regular market, it's not a cheap car. Surprisingly, I thought it would have been because it's not the more modern one, right? Okay. Numbered. So number 7003 or 9. I can't see with my eyes, but number 7,000, or is that 7? Oh, wait, you know what? No, 700. No, 7,000. I'm blind. 7003, guys. So it is numbered. But yeah, it's totally a car that you would not expect to be hard to get or hard to find or rare or expensive, but it is. And like I said, guys, it's got my ERTL bead. I love ERTL to pieces, okay? I love ERTL to pieces. But if you guys want the more accurate car, and plus, the trunk opens on this because it's a Greenlight. Or does it actually? Oh, it does, okay. The trunk opens on this because it's a Greenlight. It does not open on my ERTL, okay? Because you guys know the ERTLs from that era, the trunks do not open. But I'm going to show you the back. The back here, this is the biggest thing that sets it off of why it's more accurate. In my opinion, and my other buddy Patrick's opinion, they both did a good job. But see that, guys? If you find the movie, the original movie, and find a still shot, or that's the wrong one, this is the correct one right here with the black back end on it. See that? The spoiler and everything black. That's what you want for accuracy right there. And I could not believe that. And that's something that I did not know myself that I learned helping this guy try to find a car. Can you guys believe that? I had no idea about that. But both cars even have the little hood pins. Like they're not removable hood pins, but they're very similar. Both have Goodyear tires. But yeah, Glenn's is the more accurate one in my opinion. This guy here. Do they both have dual exhaust out the back actually? Yep, okay. But yeah, Glenn's is the more accurate of the two. Actually, do both have the same plate? 641. Yeah, both have the same license plate number. So yeah, I went with the ERTL guys because I love ERTL. Somehow it came down to me and Glenn were doing a trade or something, and he got to pick the Greenlight, and I took this one. I can't remember what the deal was. But yeah, it was some sort of deal like that where the Greenlight one went to Glenn and I took this one. Or no, I took the ERTL one. This is the Greenlight one. But I chose the ERTL one, like I said, because I love ERTL. I'll give you guys a look around this thing anyway. Hogging it all to myself here. Under the hood's a little bit nicer than I remember it being, actually. And I think under the hood's going to have the ERTL beat. Oh, yeah, it lights it up nice under there for you guys. Hopefully focusing okay. That is the Greenlight version right there. And we'll look at the earlier ERTL Racing champions. Now, guys, I don't beat up the earlier ERTL Racing champions, and you guys know why. This is much, much, much older than that, okay? So the ERTL movie cars were kind of the ones that were kind of the first guys out in the forefront. These other guys kind of had a chance to correct all the mistakes years later, you know what I mean? So I don't beat up ERTL one bit for if a new car beats them out. I still love them. Oh, the front on this says Eleanor, actually. The front plate. This one doesn't say that, just to let you guys know. My ERTL, the front plate says Eleanor. Probably didn't in the movie, but... And under the hood here, guys, it's not bad, but it's not quite as nice as the other one. Focus. Focus, you bugger. Focus, you bugger. 18 of us. Wow. Thank you, guys. Smash like for me, guys, everybody. Give it a cocoa butt for me. But yeah, this is just an obscure car because a lot of us go after the, the other Eleanor, right? And the other Eleanor, by the way, since we got this out and we're talking Eleanors, we may as well talk Eleanors. Put this guy back safely. So yeah, if you guys get a chance, like I said, I was shocked. It shocked me. In your spare time, go online and see in your local areas if you can find one of these for sale and how much it is, and see how many are online compared to a Shelby Collectibles Eleanor or say the ERTL version. In your spare time, have a look. I think you'll be surprised as we were. And this is not, again, it's not artisan, so it's trivia. Eleanor is the only Ford Mustang in history to receive star title credit in a movie. Well, I guess Bullet Steve McQueen was the real star of Bullet. Technically. And yeah, if you guys want, look up the history of the actual car. Really interesting. It sits there beat up like still, and it's got everything on the side of it. And you can get that version. Greenlight makes the version that it says Eleanor and all that on the side of the car. Greenlight makes it, but that's a rare one as well. For some reason, these are rare, and they're not artisans. Sorry, guys, give me a second. Let me make sure she goes in safe. At that bottom flap. There we go. There we go. That is a car that you would not think would be harder to get. Okay, so most of you guys are going to know this one. Since we're on Eleanor, I'm sorry to bore you guys that are bored with Eleanor, but I haven't talked Eleanor in a while. So, anybody just starting out, anybody new in the stream or anything, sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I will check the comments in a couple moments here. I remember when I started out, I went into a Facebook group, Canadian 1 of 18 collectors, and I had to know because I was getting into movie cars. I made that decision, okay? I'm going to collect these size movie cars. I need to know what the best of the best is, okay? Because I don't want to buy a piece of junk and then I post it and people are like, oh, look at that. You should have got this one. I want good ones, or as good as I can afford, okay? As good as we can afford. So I made a list and I went in there. What's the best Starsky and Hutch car? What's the best Smokey and the Bandit? What's the best Vanishing Point? So on and so forth. What's the best General Lee, of course? And what I got unanimously for Eleanor is Shelby Collectibles right here. And the funny thing is, Greenlight does one that looks pretty similar to this. The only thing is that I see is under the hood. They killed it under the hood on this. I love what they did. But under the hood, you notice, guys, it's wired. The wiring is blue on this one. Greenlight, the wires are red. So that is one glaring difference. I don't know which one of them got it actually right, or if either one is actually screen accurate. But this one, the Shelby Collectibles, has the blue wires. Greenlight has the red. Other than that, the cars look very, 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 very similar, though. And funny story about this car. So this is a Shelby Collectibles Eleanor, right? When I got it, I was disappointed at first, and then I wasn't. Because this here, somebody pointed out, oh, well, that's not the Shelby GT500E. I said, well, no, it's the Shelby GT500. It's Eleanor. Oh, well, that's not Eleanor, though. Well, what do you mean it's not Eleanor? Well, Shelby Collectibles made the Shelby GT500E, and that's Eleanor. So I'm looking at this beside the Shelby Collectible Shelby GT500E by the same company. Glenn has one upstairs. This is they're both Eleanor, guys. The only difference is his says E on the side of it. And to be honest with you, I was disappointed for about 2 seconds. You know why? It didn't say E in the movie. In Nicolas Cage's movie, this didn't say Shelby GT500E on the side of it. It said GT500. So I'm not upset. In the trunk, you got the NOS. This is, again, the Shelby Collectibles Eleanor. And what I love about the inside, I don't know if Greenlight did this on the inside. Maybe if one of you guys owns a Greenlight, you could let me know. But something they did on the inside of this that's interesting is on the passenger. See that, guys? Carroll Shelby signature. It's not real, of course, but I don't know if Greenlight did that. But I thought it was a nice touch. And that focus is in good when it wants to, doesn't it, guys? I like that. You could see right inside the way I want you to. That's cool. So for anybody wondering, new collectors, I know a lot of you old school guys that have been with me for a while already know what the best one is, but I get new followers all the time. That is the Shelby Collectibles Eleanor, if you want to know what the best one is. And thankfully, you can get one of these. This isn't a $300 car. I don't know why, because it's a nice car. But thankfully, it's not a $300 car. You can get these for $100 if you shop around. You can get them less. In fact, I know somebody that got one for $70 in the box. Not even 3 months ago, probably. And the box wasn't bad condition. So does not have a spinning drive shaft or anything like that, but underneath looks pretty nicely detailed as well. This was one of my first heavyweight movie cars. I think I got this right after General Lee. And believe it or not, this is one of my favorite ones to photograph. This car here actually woke me up to, I think, my joy of taking pictures of these guys, because this one here is the one I started seeing my angled shot on. You know that angled shot in the video that I show you? That's the one that I started seeing that on, going, wow, that is nice how the back end of the car distorts like that. And that's when I started saying, man, that takes nice pictures, and started. It was this guy here. Wasn't a $1,000 car. It was a Shelby Collectibles Eleanor. So just goes to show they vary, very, very in price, but some of them. Oh, guess what? Something I seen today. I'm going to check the comments in a second, guys. Something I seen today that I did not know existed, that I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't know existed. You guys know I'm a fan of Motor Max. I got the American Graffiti 32 Ford from Motor Max as a placeholder, and it was so nice I ended up keeping it. But I'm a fan of Motor Max, the quality that they put out. They're underrated, I think. I seen today, I can't remember where, I think it was a sales post, but it was a trailer. Somebody had a trailer, and it was by Motor Max, and it was the Timeless Classics line that they did, Timeless Legends, whatever it is. And it was a trailer like to haul a car on. And it was interesting because it wasn't just a regular trailer like what the Acme would make or something like that. This looked like it had a base that you actually screw the car onto so the car doesn't slide off the trailer. I thought, that is interesting. I have never seen that. I had no idea that they did that. Like I know ERTL did all kinds of cool stuff. Like they did that drive-in restaurant thing, 1 of 18 scale. I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to get that one day if the price is right. But they did all kinds of cool stuff. Tool sets, welding kits that you can get in the American Muscle boxes, the old school looking boxes. But I did not know Timeless Classics did that. And I'm going to have to look into what else that they did. But I'm always online looking for stuff. And that, I wasn't looking for it. I just stumbled on it on a sales post. I had no idea about it. I was like, wow, that is interesting. But it makes you wonder. Well, then again, you're not going to see many of them in the packages because people that open that are going to open it and use it, right? It's not like a General Lee where you want to keep it in the package. Like to something like that, you open it. So I can understand why you don't see many of them in the package anymore. Just checking comments, guys, here. Avery's in the house. Hey, buddy. Okay, I seen where Scott ordered the Torino. That's killer, actually. I think you're going to be happy. You bought the Impala Lowrider from Nice Cars. You bought the Mauve one. Oh, nice. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Is that Sunstar? Is that the one by Sunstar? I think so. It's Sunstar did a nice one in black and then a purple color. Oh, and the Bronco. Terrence got the Bronco. Guess what, Terrence? Nate has the Bronco coming. And by the sounds of it, we might be going out on a road trip next weekend to go see Nate to get the truck, to unbox it. So we're going to be unboxing it on the channel thanks to Nate, who already ordered it. And Avery, you're never late, my friend. You guys come here to hang out. Oh, Max, that is a great question that I almost forgot. Guys, I came across a website. I know a lot of you guys are all over the place that watch me. I have a question to ask you about a website, okay? I came across this website that sells, they've got everything, guys. They've got every car you could think of, but they have 1 of 18 scale figurines of everybody. They've got Mr. T. They've got Rubber Duck, from that movie with the guy that goes over the bridge in the truck. I'm tired, guys. I can't remember. With the black Mack truck. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's got that figure of Rubber Duck. He's got, of course, the Dukes. Like, he's got any figures you could think of. Fast and Furious. And any car you could think of, guys. Like, I'm telling you, there's like 11,000 pages of cars, okay? Something like that. Like, I was shocked by all the pages of cars and everything. So, this is my question. I'm trying to find out if this website's legit. They have the Back to the Future truck on it for sale, which I thought was weird because it's sold out. So I'm thinking that's what is kind of making me wonder. But hold on, I'm going to get the exact name of the website. And if any of you guys have dealt with them, please let us know. Because if it's legit, they've got some awesome stuff there. I've got it in my phone. I'm just looking for it, guys. I saved it on my screen here. I'm just looking for the right icon. Because if it's legit, they've got 1 of everything. And the figurines is what's really interesting me, guys. Is this it? No, that's not it. I don't think. Give me a sec, guys. There was two that I was confusing. That one is Model Auto Center. I don't think that's it. Or maybe that was it, actually. Okay, yeah. So I found it, guys. So the website I've never heard of this before, and that's another thing that's giving me red flags. Because I've usually, when people ask me about a website or something, I've at least heard of it. So the website is called Model Auto Center. MODELAUTEO Center, CENTER. It's modelautocenter.de. Okay. Anybody have any like experience with them? Like, that's what I'm wondering. It looks like they're out of Germany. It's in German. It looks like it anyway to me, the way everything looks. But yeah, I had a suggestion by Max. I forgot all about it, but he said, you've got viewers everywhere. You should ask if anybody knows about it. And yeah, he just jogged my memory. So thank you, Max. Again, that is one last time, just so we don't forget it. That is Model Auto Center. MOD spelled with a D. Actually, yeah, it's got one L. MODEL. No, it's got two L's. Okay. So it's spelled MODELLAUTOCENTER.de. So it's got a misspelling in the web page, but that doesn't mean necessarily, because my Retro Collectibles address has a misspelling, and that was on purpose. I had to spell collectibles with an A because somebody else was using the collectibles with an I. So could be a case of that, but I want to know because they have one of everything there. Okay, just going to get back to the comments, guys, and see if anybody did actually answer about that. Thank you guys all for coming tonight, too. Steady stream. We got 18, now we're up to 20. We've been going between 18 and 20. That is a good count. Good count, guys. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, we got a lot of comments to catch. Eddie, you are never late, my friend. I tell you guys all the time, you guys are never late. Don't be sorry. You're here to hang out, to relax. You come when you guys want to come. And there's always a seat for you guys. We always save a seat. So if you can't make it, you got something else to do, the next day you come, the only thing is we won't be live. You can't ask us questions, but you can at least watch. Okay, Avery Retro, do you think you'll pick up the Back to the Future train? I didn't plan on it, Avery, to be honest. I did not plan on that because it's a space thing for me and it's a cost thing for me. I did not plan on it, unfortunately. Oh, Eddie, it was available on prepay. I didn't know that, actually, the train. Oh, the Glenn's talking about his Eleanor. He paid 80 or 100. Yeah, that for the Greenlight one. That's my generation. Yeah, your generation's gone in 60 seconds. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, don't get me wrong, Two Black Labs. I still love the original. You know me, I love the original stuff. So yeah, you guys, if you guys are bored or just in your spare time, try to look up Greenlight Eleanor, the original one, and see how easily you could find one on sale. Oh, you have the Eleanor Mustang by Racing Champions in 164. Scott Worsley. Trying to think of which one that is. On card. Dale's in the house. Oh, Scott by Sunstar. Those are gorgeous, buddy. Those look like they're gorgeous. I have a Hot Wheels, an older Hot Wheels one that's purple, a lowrider that has adjustable suspension. That one looks nice, but the ones by Sunstar, man, the inside of the trunk and everything's done, all the chrome and everything. Oh man, those look nice. when I first seen they were doing those, and when they came out with the pre-production photos, I was going nuts about them. And then they said a date they were coming out with them, and then they never came out. So I was wondering what happened. But I'm glad they finally did them. They just came out late, I guess, or something. Convoy, that's the name of the movie, guys. Thank you. With Chris Christopherson. And Kevin, what the hell? Why did you not get your truck? Did they send it? And the train coming from Big Bad Toy Store, my experience with them, they were awesome. And unlike Amazon, they pack things for collectors. Like Amazon, I remember I used to warn people that if you worry about your packaging, you can't trust Amazon, and people would be ordering they would get in really hard to get Masters of the Universe figures, and they would sell out quick. But guys were getting them in bubble envelopes with the cards folded in half and put in the. People were losing their minds, and I was like, "It's Amazon, like you know what I mean?" Like, but Big Bad Toy Store is for the collectors in that way. Like, you could even buy different grades that you're guaranteed to receive. Like, there's one that's collector grade, for example. You pay $3 more or something. But yeah, my experience with them, they are excellent. Big Bad Toy Store. And Dale, you're still waiting. That's two of you waiting for your trucks. What the hell? And that 5 diecast is supposed to be pretty decent, I heard. What the hell's going on? What's going on, guys? Have they told you guys anything? Like, if something doesn't happen soon, we're gonna have to do something about that. Like, because that's been a minute. You know what I mean? Keep me updated on that, because you just can't not get your truck. You ordered your truck. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there, but keep me updated and let me know what's going on with that, because I don't like the sound of it. And if there is a problem, communicate with people. That's what I don't like about pre-orders. Is it's kind of like a risk-free investment for some of these guys, because it's they're using your money. You know what I mean? Like, they're making money off of somebody else, and sometimes they'll say things are going to show up knowing that they're not going to show up at that time. Or they make promises that they don't know that they can keep. Like, just, there's been so many problems with pre-order stuff. Wow. I hope that everything works out okay with that. Wow. But yeah, that's what's surprising me is they're both big guys too. Like, that 5 diecast, I've never dealt with them. The reason I know that they're a pretty big guy, though, is because every time I Google a car to look up to get information on them or something, 5 diecast is usually in the top, 5 of my list. There's a couple other ones, if I name them, you guys would be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? But 5 diecast is usually near the top. So yeah, I'll be pretty surprised if that's not taken care of. And if it's not taken care of, we're going to do something about that, for sure. Seriously, though, we're going to do something about that. There will be videos, whatever, because none of us are going to get ripped off for stuff. That's for sure. Okay, just going to get caught up on the comments and see if you guys... 5 diecast told you it has to do with show. That again... Like, that's what I'm talking about. So before they should make a deal with you, Dale... They should have worked all that out. Like, that's not your problem. You know what I mean? Like, the way I see it from a third party, that's not Dale's problem. Like, he didn't ask for that. They offered a product for sale. He ordered it. You know what I mean? Like, how is any of that Dale's problem? Sorry if I'm sounding like I'm getting irritated, but that's what I'm talking about. The white Dodge Greenlight, Patrick. Oh, this right here? This is ERTL, actually. That is Vanishing Point. We do have the Greenlight version upstairs, though. This here, an interesting fact I could tell you guys quickly off the top of my head about this. So this is ERTL, okay? I got this as a gift from my friend Giuliano. This will never leave my collection. It's mint. Gift from my buddy. So this one here, I would call this the made-for-TV version with Viggo Mortensen. You know, the 97 remake? You want to know why? An easy way to tell, guys. You want to know why? The mirrors. See the white molded mirrors? If you look up on the remake with Viggo Mortensen and you look at a screenshot, you look at the mirrors in his car, it's the white molded mirrors. The Greenlight, if you ask me, honest opinion, the Greenlight is the more accurate of the two. If you want the one for the original movie, you want to know why? The original movie, if you look at screenshots, has chrome mirrors. The Greenlight has chrome mirrors. And the Greenlight takes nice photos too. I took pictures of Glenn's a few months back, and I was blown away. I was like, wow, I did not remember this taking nice photos like this, like just the way that it's sat. He has the Highway 61 one as well, guys, but something, I don't know what it is. The Greenlight one really touches me. I love the Highway 61, don't get me wrong. But that Greenlight one, the color is a little bit closer too, I think. Yeah, Highway 61, it's a beautiful Challenger, don't get me wrong. It's worth a lot of money. Technically, Greenlight is Highway 61, I know, guys, but excuse me. But yeah, if you want the original Vanishing Point car from the original movie, the one that's the closest to the original movie, I would go with the Greenlight one with the chrome mirrors. I'm okay with the Viggo Mortensen one because that's the movie that I grew up with as a kid. I'm born in 78, right? That came out in 97, I believe, the Viggo Mortensen. Plus, it was a gift from a beloved friend. Like Giuliano brought this to me, I believe, when I was home with my ankle, like before my YouTube channel was even a YouTube channel. Or no, my YouTube channel was a thing because I remember doing a video on this. My YouTube channel was very, very, like this was probably my third one of 18 movie car in my collection. Like it's a very early one. But it's dead mint. Like it looks like it came out of the box. And Giuliano was the only owner of that. Like he bought it new, you know what I mean? So it didn't go through a bunch of hands. It's dead mint. So you want something like that. My Starsky came in the box, and the box was mint, and I got a pretty decent deal on it. But this has horrible paint rash. You can't tell by the, like if I take pictures of it, you can't really see it, guys. But most of the paint rash is up in this area, but yeah, she's got bad paint rash. I don't blame the seller. It's a friend of mine, and it's a guy that probably didn't even take the car out of the box, maybe. Just kind of flipped it type thing, whatever. I don't know. But I don't think he meant to mislead me. But it's got bad paint rash right here, too. I'm going to line up the light. You can see it, actually. Here's an example of paint rash, guys. See, it just looks dull. If you were here in person, you'd see it. But yeah, like I said, I could take pictures of this and you cannot tell. You know, I chose this over the other Starsky, the Greenlight Starsky, guys. You know, a big mistake that annoyed me that they did on this one, that the Greenlight got right. And it's not interesting. It's not only on the Starsky and Hutch car. It's any Ford Torino that ERTL did. They made this mistake. Even my Chrome Chase I have, they made the mistake. Look at where they put Ford. How high up that is? Too high. And it, like I said, interesting enough, it's not just on the movie themed car. It's on the regular Torino that they have, and it's on my black Chrome Torino. They put it just a bit high, but that's the only thing that I really don't like about the ERTL Starsky. Other than that, the ERTL Starsky was my choice for the best. Interesting. It actually says the date bright on the bottom, 2002. near the bottom. You don't usually get that on these cars, but interesting. Anybody wondering about Starsky and Hutch? Anyway, still one of my favorites though to photograph. Believe it or not, my favorite chrome chase to photograph is the Starsky and Hutch car. It's not my General Lee. It's not any of the chrome chases, other ones Glenn has. It's the Starsky and Hutch chrome chase. It's something about it. It looks great. It's funny because there's one of those that's been on sale for $375 forever now on Marketplace. And I think it's a decent deal. And it's a guy just in Niagara Falls area. Box is decent, everything. $375 for a Starsky and Hutch chrome chase. And it's been listed forever for like at least 6 months. I just seen a gold one listed though, guys. The guy wants, I think, $800 or $900 for it. It's a Barris one. You know, they have chrome chases, then they have the Barris chase, which is basically a gold chrome chase. For example, my chrome chase General Lee. Hold on, I'll grab it. My chrome chase General Lee. So this is a regular chrome chase, okay? So they made these, but then they made the Barris versions that are gold chrome. And the gold chrome ones are so rare. We're not talking thousands, like we're talking under 200, I believe, made. I think the number is 150, 175, something like that. But people want ridiculous money, guys. There's one on eBay for right now for like $12,000 or something insane. And that's something another message before I let you guys go for the night. I don't want to bore you any longer. Another message that I gave somebody tonight, and I put it on my Facebook. There's got to be a ceiling to what you pay, no matter how much you love the item, no matter how cool the item is, okay? I put up, it was a loose wrestling figure. It wasn't a prototype. It wasn't anything fancy about it. It was from the 90s, but it was a $20 figure, and somebody paid I get thousands of dollars for it on eBay. There was a sold listing. Everybody's posting it, going crazy about it. But here's the thing. There has to be, no matter how cool it is, there has to be a limit, okay? I'll give you an example. Before the Tomy Knight Rider came out, before we knew we were ordering it, you guys know that I wanted that Super Elite Knight Rider, okay? The Hot Wheels Super Elite, okay? Problem is, I could never, even if I had the money, I could never pay $2,000, $1,500 for that car, even $1,000. You know why, guys? My brain would never allow it. I'll give you an example. My old car, the 2008 Silver Bullet, $1,000 car from 2019 until 2025. Okay, I drove that thing. Without any major, the biggest repair I ever did was just under $1,000. I put all new brakes into it, including the e-brake. That was the most expensive repair over that time. Other than that, no other major repairs, no breakdowns, no nothing. And that brings me to work every day and puts food on my table. You know what I mean? So how could I pay more for something that, so my brain doesn't allow it? You know what I mean? And that's what I wish more people would do. And that's something that I love to pieces, guys. And you guys know I'm passionate as heck about this stuff. But you have to use common sense, and you have to put on the brakes sometimes. Pump the brakes, you know what I mean? You got to make sure that your head's not getting behind because of all the excitement. You guys know what I'm saying. Having a hard time articulating. You guys know exactly what I'm saying. Just don't pay too much for stuff. There's got to be a limit to what you're paying. Don't pay $2,000 for something when you can get something a lot less that's a lot more useful, you know? Like the Silver Bullet for $1,000 over the Super Elite Knight Rider. I just shined this up the other day, guys, and it does make a big difference when you shine these old guys up. And you don't even got to use like any polish, anything crazy like that. Just paper towel, wipe it down. Windex doesn't hurt it. You just got to make sure you wipe it off quick. Don't put it near the decals. But yeah, I got a good shine on that anyway. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming to hang out tonight. I hope I did not babble too much in the end, bore you guys too much in the end. I notice I'm getting tired. I get very passionate about this stuff, and I start, talking. I know a lot of you guys are passionate. I just don't want to bore you guys either with it. So anyway, thank you for coming. I'm just going to check the comments quickly one last time, make sure I'm not missing anybody's question. So yeah, the last one was from Patrick. He was mentioning the white Dodge. Eddie, you ordered a Blitzway DeLorean. Holy crap. Wow. Eddie ordered a 1 of 6 scale Blitzway DeLorean. That is crazy. Okay, Dale, I just seen your message. I'm going to be looking at that tonight. Oh, the Explorer's pushed now about Jada. Frig. Oh, the wrong plate on the Dodge, you're saying. Yeah. At least license plates are easy to fix. You can get the decals off eBay. You can get any decal. And yes, it's going to be 1 of 18, Scott, the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer. They're also making, they're supposed to be coming out with Knight Rider in 1 of 18 scale as well, that we're all excited about. But they've been making us wait forever. And part of the True Spec line, and they already did Dom's Charger in 1 of 24, and I can verify they did a good job on that. Nate in the comments got one, and I checked it out, and they are nice, really nice. You bought the retro Pepsi mini cans at Walmart. I love that. I noticed such a big difference in the taste, like you wouldn't believe it. There's guys at my work that are like, oh, I could put that in a glass and put another one and put a blindfold on it. I would know in a heartbeat. I noticed a big difference in the taste. Good night, Scott. And yeah, I'm feeling better, buddy. Yeah, it's just a matter of tired and stuff like that, but it's for a good reason, and I'm getting better, so I'm beating it. That's the good thing. I'm looking at it generally like the one you drove to get. Ooh. Wow. The radio control one. Shop around before you make a commitment, any of you guys. If it's a big ticket item, make sure you shop around for that, Eddie, because you don't want to buy it and then you find a cheaper one, right? So make sure before you commit, have a quick look online. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. Thanks for coming. Hope I didn't bore you guys. And have a good night, and I will get to another video in the next day or two very soon. Have a good one, guys. Be safe.